How's it going, everybody? So today's video is going to be about an ME symptom which I consider probably to be the cruelest of all symptoms, and that's insomnia. For an illness that's centered around cognitive issues and fatigue, amongst many others, it's really tough to have that as a predominant symptom. It makes the fatigue much worse. It makes the cognitive ability much worse if you're not getting sleep and you're not getting refreshing sleep. It really makes everything worse. It changes the mood. It changes gut activity. It changes everything, inflammation, everything. So I'm not going to really go into what insomnia is. We all know. But for ME, it really is so important to sleep right and actually get that deep sleep. One issue with people that have ME in regards to insomnia is people will sleep 8, 9, 10, 15 hours and wake up and feel as if they had slept 1 hour. Now imagine that day after day after day, and then months, weeks, years. That really has a compounding effect on the body and the mind, and all the body's functions. So that is a very tough issue to deal with. Those of us who do get sleep, it isn't refreshing, and then those who don't get sleep and maybe just sleep an hour or two a night, if that, not only is it not refreshing, they're not sleeping at all. So dealing with extreme exhaustion and fatigue on top of not sleeping and having brain fog and lack of clarity, spatial disorientation, and all these other symptoms that come along with ME, you add not sleeping to that for long periods of time, and it's a debilitating symptom to have. I think it can lead to depression, anxiety, and many other things that none of us really want to have. So it is so important to get your sleep right, and everyone with ME knows that. This isn't some shocking information. It is an ironic symptom to have. Many of us feel tired but wired when going to bed. Your body is just completely exhausted, but your mind is just not. Some people think that's anxiety. It can be. But a lot of times, people with ME feel trapped in their bodies. And their mind is still going, still wanting to do things, achieve things, have goals, want to be social, all these things. But the body just gives out. And you have this kind of tug of war. And I think that's a battle that a lot of people with ME deal with, and don't really share that with a lot of people. And I think that insomnia makes that battle a lot worse, because your body just can't function how it's supposed to when you don't sleep. Not sleeping brings on, literally every illness you've ever heard about, every symptom you've ever heard about ME gets worse not sleeping. I've had so many weird symptoms after having several days of not sleeping. Muscle spasms and muscle twitching. Really bad cognitive issues. I've had pain, inflammation. My doctor told me that sleep is the best anti-inflammatory you can have. That's the body's way of being. That is the body's way of getting rid of inflammation and recuperating, as we all know. And that's one symptom that people that don't have ME or might have a family member with ME might not really understand. For someone who even has mild ME, if they're gonna go travel or they're gonna go stay at a friend's house, all these things, sleep is the most important thing on that person's mind. How they sleep the night before is how the next several days might go for them. And that's hard to understand for someone who's healthy, and I get it. But it is extremely important for people with ME and CFS to sleep and get quality sleep. I use a Fitbit to track my sleep, see my REM and deep sleep. And I think it's a very useful tool to get a good idea and snapshot of the quality of sleep that you're getting. I'm sure there's better measurements out there, but for the price, I think it has a lot of value to get a Fitbit and kind of just keep track of the amount of deep sleep that you're getting and the amount of REM sleep that you're getting, how often you wake up during the night, I used to sleep like a rock. After getting ME, I toss and turn all night. I don't realize I'm doing it. I'm still, asleep, but it's very low quality sleep. And the way I feel the next morning, it's very clear when I don't sleep well. Someone who's healthy can sleep 4 or 5 hours and do okay for a few days doing that. Someone with ME gets a 4 hours of sleep, of non-quality sleep, and it ruins their entire week. So that's something that I think doesn't get spoken about enough. I say that a lot in videos because I feel like everything in relation to ME doesn't get spoken about enough. But insomnia, I just made a video about gut issues, and I feel like with ME, if you really treat gut issues the best you can with a professional, and you have someone help you figure out, again, a doctor or a professional, help you figure out your sleep issues, and you fix or at least improve those two things, I really do think that it can positively impact your health in a major way, specifically with all your ME symptoms. I feel like gut issues and insomnia really flare up ME almost second to none. I know that physical exertion really causes people to crash and have flares. Outside of that, I think the gut and insomnia, not sleeping well, contribute to ME in an immeasurable way. And I hope that by watching this video, if you're new to ME, or if you're a seasoned veteran of ME, you can hopefully focus on doing whatever you can to sleep as best as you can. I know it's obvious advice, but I do feel like a lot of people still kind of ignore it a bit. And they just kind of accepted that they're not going to sleep well. But do everything you can to get as much refreshing sleep as you can. It's not just the amount of hours, it's the quality of sleep. Talk to a professional about it. See what you can do to get the best quality sleep you can. I will keep doing videos about symptoms in hopes of new people seeing it and learning about ME, and some of you veterans out there maybe picking something up you missed along the way. I know a lot of people that have had ME for a long time are very knowledgeable and kind of have a good idea and grasp about what this illness is about. But we could always learn something new. I hope everyone's healthy and well. Until next time, take care.